guys who are championing for women. Big vibes, big feminist vibes. We got to get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to read it. This comes from Vera Dark. Male feminist Neil Gaiman canceled by Hollywood. The cancel mobs he helped perpetuate have now taken his career. Oh, the sweet irony. Let's take a look. This story contains content that readers may find disturbing, including graphic allegations of sexual assault. We ain't worried about it. Let's read it. First of all, how long is this thing? What? No, I ain't subscribing to nothing, bro. Get this shit out my face. No, you've reached your monthly article limit. Man, if you don't get the fuck. All right, bet. You got me fucked up. Who y'all think y'all is? Goodbye. Hold on, y'all. Who the hell they think they is? Monthly limit. You lost your mind? Lost their damn mind. You've reached your monthly limit. You know who you talking to? The hell wrong with them? The hell wrong with them? The hell wrong with them? You've reached your monthly limit. Nigga, you know who you talking to? You talking to a gamer, nigga. You've reached your monthly limit. Fuck out of here. Anyway, there is no safe word. Hold on. How long is this article, bro? You really think we about to read all of this? No. So I got something. Let's find something. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Let's see. Who do we trust? Who do we trust? Neil Gaiman. I guess we'll go with. All right.
Right. Well,
fuck that. Niggas thought we was about to read all that. You out your damn mind.
Her butt. Right, welcome ladies and gents. You're in for a wild ride with this one. Neil Gaiman, the author of The Sandman and a lot of other things. Boy howdy. He's been accused of a lot of things recently. And more recently, we've got details, and it is...
Yeah, I seen Menace to Society. Of course.
It's atrocious. If true. Who knows? Who knows if it is true? We don't know. It's been widely reported now. And this came out yesterday. So I thought, well, we'll cover it today. You know, let the dust settle and just kind of see where it all lands. You know, see what people think and see whether it becomes a widely reported thing. Does seem to be, though. So, yeah, we're going to cover this. Be prepared for some pretty disgusting stuff. Do hit subscribe if you're new here or you are a returning viewer and you're not yet subscribed. I can see a lot of you guys on my analytics. So it'd be really good if you could just hit that subscribe button. You keep coming back, so why not? Anyway, that being said, again, you've been warned. This is some pretty brutal and disgusting stuff. Neil Gaiman allegations. Multiple women accuse the Sandman author of SA. I've got to kind of abbreviate some bits and pieces here. Right. So, multiple women have accused the Sandman and Coraline author Neil Gaiman of SA in a New York magazine cover story, speaking on the record about their experiences. And there was also a big cover piece, well, not cover piece, but there was also a big piece by The Vulture yesterday. Back in July, Tortoise Media broke the news that Gaiman had been accused of SA by 2 women and released a 6-part podcast, Master, which covered the allegations of 5 women. However, several of the women had used only their first names or pseudonyms to protect their identities, and a major news organisation had yet to corroborate the full extent of the reporting until now. So, in the New York magazine piece titled, "There is no safe word," reporter Lila Shapiro spoke to 8 women who had similar experiences with Gaiman, 4 of which also participated in Tortoise's podcast. One of these women, Scarlett Pavlovich, was 22 when she first met Gaiman's ex-wife, Amanda Palmer, in New Zealand. They struck up a friendship before Palmer asked Pavlovich to help babysit her and Gaiman's 5-year-old child. You're in for a wild ride with this one. So, Pavlovich said that the first time she met Gaiman, while waiting for the child to finish a playdate, he offered her a bath in a clawfoot tub in his garden. She alleges that he then joined her in the tub naked and asked her to sit on his lap, and obviously essayed her. He put his fingers straight into her butt and tried to put his in her butt, and I said no, and then he tried to rub his between her tits, and I said no as well. Then he asked if he could come on her face.
Wait. What? He put his fingers straight into my ass and tried to put his penis in my ass, and I said no. Then he tried to rub his penis between my breasts, and I said no as well. Then he asked if he could come on my face, and I said no, but he did anyway. He said, "Be a good girl, you're a good little girl." Now, chat, I ain't no dummy, okay? I ain't no dummy. I assume y'all ain't no dummy. I assume everybody knows how sex works. Kikuchi, answer me a question. If you get in a tub naked at a man's house, first of all, would you ever get in the tub naked at a stranger's house? Would you ever get in a stranger's tub naked at his house and remain in the tub after her husband jumps in the tub naked with you? I'm trying to understand this. He put his fingers straight into my ass. How did he get close enough to you? How did this man get close enough to you to put his fingers in you're sitting in the tub. You said that he asked you to come sit on his lap. Evidently, you went and sat on his lap for him to put his fingers in your ass. Am I tripping? How did he get close enough to you that he could try to rub his penis on your breast? How did he get close enough? This is looking real. I'm gonna keep going.
And she said no, but he did anyway. And then he said, call me master and I'll come. And he said, be a good girl, you're a good little girl. Pavlovich claims this continued for the remainder of the time that she babysat for the family, including an instance where he allegedly attempted to have anal with her using butter as a lubricant.
I've never seen myself represented in the Lord of the Rings before, so this is awesome because I've never seen myself.
I never seen myself up until Kikuchi just dropped €2 super chat. She consented, then withdrew consent for money. Sound about right. I appreciate you, Kikuchi. I can now see myself. Stank Bro says it sounds staged, but with butter is insane. Nigga tried to put it in her butt with butter. That's gross, nigga.
When it was over, he called her slave and ordered her to clean him up. And the article reports she protested that it wasn't hygienic. And he said, are you defying your master? And she recalls, I had to lick my own shit.
There's some details missing here. How the fuck did you wind up in a situation where a nigga allegedly forced you to lick your own shit? At what point did this man make it abundantly clear that your life was in danger? That if you didn't do what I told you to do, then you was going to lose your life? Because if a man asked you to lick your own shit off of him, why would you not get up and leave? These women be, bro, I'm telling you, this ain't making no sense. This nigga Christopher Baker says butter is organic better than Crisco. Let's get you up out of here, man. Get you up out of here.
Fuck. Just brutal. So representatives for Gaiman told the Tortoise podcast that sexual degradation, bondage, domination, sadism, and masochism may not be to everyone's taste, but between consenting adults, BDSM is lawful. Though the New York Magazine article states that all of the accusers had at some point played along with calling him master, as he desired, and continuing to communicate with him. The women alleged that consent and specific BDSM activities had not been discussed and agreed upon prior to them happening.
So they agreed. So they all agreed to do this shit. Okay. At least they admitting it.
At another point, Gaiman was staying with his son at a hotel in Auckland and asked Pavlovich to watch the child as he got a massage. She alleges that he then proceeded to have intercourse with her while his son was in the room and continued to talk with him during the act. Pavlovich says she asked Gaiman, what the F are you doing? And he was in a state of shock. And she was in a state of shock, during the incident. Gaiman has strenuously denied all allegations against him since the Tortoise podcast came out, asserting that all allegations were consensual. In a statement in response to the Pavlovich allegation about the hotel room incident, his representatives called it false, not to mention deplorable, and Gaiman's reps did not immediately respond to Variety's request for comment on the New York Magazine piece. However, Pavlovich remained in contact with Gaiman after that point, even reassuring him at one point that their interactions had been consensual. So, a bit tricky, really, isn't it, this? Eventually, she agreed to sign an NDA and was paid, according to New York Mag, a total of $9,200 in 9 separate payments. In January 2023, she filed a police report accusing him of SA, but the matter has now been closed, a police spokesperson told the New York Mag. This is a weird one, isn't it, really? You can't get money and then be like, well, I regret that. Bit of a weird one. Caroline, who opted to be identified just by her first name, also signed an NDA after her experience with Gaiman. She worked as a caretaker and sometimes babysitter on Gaiman's property in Woodstock, New York, and the two began a physical relationship after her husband left her in December 2017. According to New York Mag, Caroline once fell asleep reading stories to the child in Gaiman's bed. When he returned, he got into bed with his son in the middle, then reached across the child to grab Caroline's hand and put it on his bits. I gotta say some of this stuff, sorry. The New York Mag story reads, Caroline says she jumped out of bed. He didn't have boundaries, Caroline told New York Mag. I remember thinking that there was something really wrong with him. In December 2021, Caroline claims Gaiman's business manager offered her $5,000 to sign an NDA and move off the property. She asked for a much higher sum, $300,000, to which Gaiman agreed. His representatives told New York Mag that Caroline initiated the encounters and denied that he engaged in any activity with her in the presence of his son. Another accuser, Kendra Stout, who was 18 years old when she first met Gaiman. This was at a book signing in Florida. Their relationship turned physical around 3 years later, and in 2007 she alleges he raped her during a trip to the Cornish countryside after she repeatedly told him no due to having a bad UTI. Stout filed a police report in October, according to New York Mag.
At least she filed a police report. Okay, at least she filed a police report. But what happened? That was in 2007. Why wasn't he arrested then?
Catherine Kendall, who was 22 when she first met Gaiman in 2012, also spoke out, alleging that Gaiman attempted to assault her in his tour bus after she told him she didn't want to have intercourse with him. New York Magazine reports that years later he gave her $60,000 for therapy, as he put it in a recorded phone call, make up for the damage. I mean, that first person, Pavlovich, only $9,000. Bet she's regretting that now. As the New York Mag article, I shouldn't laugh about some of this stuff. Some of these people have rinsed them of cash. As the New York Mag article states, since Tortoise's bombshell report in July, several of Gaiman's film and TV projects have been affected. Season 3 of Prime Video's Good Omens will now end with one 90-minute episode, with Gaiman not part of the production. Disney paused production on its film adaptation of The Graveyard Book, and Netflix cancelled Dead Boy Detectives, though it's unclear if it was related to the allegations. However, The Sandman Season 2 is still expected to release this year on Netflix, in addition to Prime Video's Nancy Boys series adaptation. Yeah, this is mental. So there you go. There's just... I don't know what to make of it. You shouldn't sign NDAs, right? Like, the whole thing is kind of a bit all over the place. You're signing NDAs, you're taking money. Apparently it's consensual. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. There's an element of some of these people being quite young, so maybe, I don't know, caught in Neil Gaiman's thrall.
I don't get it. You signed an NDA. No, one of the girls apparently filed a police report. Good on her. The first chick, I'm not trying to hear nothing from her. Fuck out of here. You accepted an NDA. This bitch said I was in a state of shock with a dick in her ass. Like, are you? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm shocked. Oh. Now let me do it the other way so y'all can. Oh, baby, I'm shocked. Oh. Can you stop? Oh, I'm finna come. Oh. Can you stop? Oh, fuck out of here, bro. I was in a state of shock. You licked your own shit off a man's dick. You talking about it was, man, who y'all think y'all be talking to? But I don't feel bad for the nigga. I don't feel bad for him. Hey, Prasan, man, don't get mad, man. Talking about clip it. Talking about clip it. Talking about we're gonna have to go over. We're gonna have to spend tomorrow's Wednesday. We got tomorrow is Wednesday. We got 30 carats tomorrow. We might have to spend 30 carats going through this entire article. That's what we're gonna have to do. 30 carats. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Neil, let me see. Look at this. Gaiman has long been vocal about feminism, often using his platform to champion women's rights. In 2014, post on X, he aligned himself with Emma Watson's He for She campaign, writing, as a feminist and a human being, I agree with Emma Watson. You can't make this shit up. The ones virtue signaling the most always have the most skeletons in their closet, guys. Always. Kikuchi says, I've never met a male feminist that wasn't a fucking degenerate. But you can't pretend these women aren't aware of what they're doing. They are aware. And then they have regrets. They find out later on in life that they can't really have a relationship like that because their bodies have been used in ways that no man can sexually satisfy. And so because they can't rely on a man in a relationship, they got to get their money some way. And now they want retribution. Can't make this shit up. You can't make it up.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you.